Peter and Paul, good morning. How are you guys doing today so far?
Good. How are you?
Really good. You sound here like you're from where I'm from. Where are you from?
I am from Toronto, my friend.
Okay, that's close to where I'm from.
Very close, very close. Paul, not so much. You're a little bit over the
Yeah,
pond,
I'm a
but
little
that's
bit
that's
further away.
awesome. Congratulations on this, man. Boy, as a mother, I have to tell you, this one struck a chord for me. It made me kind of reassess: was I a good mother? Did I screw up in any way? And so, Paul, I want to start with you because I wanted to know, while you were making this film or even reading the script when it was presented to you, did it make you think a little bit about your own mother and what she went through bringing you up?
Totally. I think like Olivia's line, children are a crushing responsibility. I felt a
Yes.
huge amount of personal guilt for the responsibility that like you innately put on your like I love my mum to pieces, and like I was hard. Like it's a hard thing to parent somebody who's like, and I was demanding as a child and probably still am, just in different ways. But it definitely made me think that and historically it's like the majority of the parenting has been pushed on to mother. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely made me think about how impressive she is.
Yeah. Well, good, good. I'm glad you appreciate her. That's important.
Mhm.
Peter, for you, it must have been very lovely to have such an adoring director.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think for everyone,
Yeah.
um, the thing that was really nice for me is to be able to play a role that I don't normally play much of,
Yes.
just being the hot guy,
I know, right?
the
Where,
hot,
where
smart
are you
guy.
getting more scripts like that?
I
Does
don't
it take
know.
your wife to find this in you? I mean, come on, seriously.
From your mouth to God's ears, maybe.
Happen now. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But Peter, like seriously, to have somebody like Maggie, her directorial debut, she's done an outstanding job here. But I'm thinking, because she's such a veteran actress, how does that help you guys as actors? So Peter, take that one first.
Well, it's not like actors are a bunch of, people that only speak some language that no one else can possibly break their way into. I mean, I think actors are just people. I mean, I considered myself a non-actor for a very long time because of the way I got into it. So when I
Right.
first got into it, I was the non-actor who was in all the classes. Everyone else was like, knew they were interested in theater, had been since they were young. I got into it when I was 19. And so for a long time, I just felt like, oh, they hired a guy who's not really an actor. Um,
Yeah.
so, there is no special language. The thing that it requires, just like everything else, just like being a mother,
Right.
is to acknowledge those times where you're going to fall short, understand how you're falling short in terms of dealing with the people, you know, not try to be perfect as a director, not try to have the actors be perfect in terms of what you're trying to achieve.
Mhm.
Revel in the eccentricities and specificity of who this person is and let that be part of it, not try to
Yeah.
suppress anything.
Right.
It's like with our children, it's like you think that you're going to have some massive effect on your kids and you're going to mold them into some person that you want to hang out with in your mind. Really, they're born who they are,
Exactly.
and you kind of make sure they don't bump into the furniture. And I think
Yeah.
the same thing is true for actors. They arrive with a strong sense of what they want to do. Maybe they feel like they're floundering. That will then be part of it. And she just makes sure that we don't bump into the furniture, I think is what it's like.
Oh, yeah, you guys did not bump into the furniture. You all did such a great job. And Paul, just to wrap it up with you, listen, what a year this has been for you. My goodness, Normal People I was riveted by that series. Thank you for that performance. But now to have a chance to work with Olivia Colman, please discuss.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's it's again one of those kind of pinch yourself moments. I remember there was one take of the scene that we did uh at the cafe, and I definitely had a camera on my own life being like, what the is like, what is happening? This is your life now. So just start pretending that you're able to do this, because you're going to be in a scene forever with Olivia Colman pending it not being cut, and thankfully it wasn't. And yeah, she's the greatest. Like, sure, in decades and centuries to come, we'll be looking at the performances that she has given.
I love that scene.
There are so many beautiful scenes in this, but listen, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. This is a winner, and you both did such great jobs. And Peter, we can't wait to see you in more hot roles.